It's time to see what our ideas have in common. This is our review of Venns with Benefits.
Venns with Benefits is a player-judge game where players give answers to what two ideas have in common, and I thought it was really fun to find that common thread.
When two ideas pair well together, this game can be hilarious. We'll tell you all about it after this quick how to play. Each player will have a Venn diagram board in front of them, and then each round they'll draw a pink and yellow idea card.
Players will then complete white connection cards and play them on each other's diagram boards.
Once each diagram board has 4 connection cards, the round ends, and each player reads out the answers and chooses their favorite.
Players draw a star on their favorite card and give it to the player who wrote it. The player who collects 10 starred cards wins.
We were sent a copy of Venns with Benefits from the publisher so that we could do this review video.
If you'd like to find out more information on the game or buy a copy of the game, check out the link in the description below.
This game is a player-judge game, so think of games like Apples to Apples, Cards Against Humanity, things like that. But with this one, each player's got to have a diagram board in front of them, and they're going to get a yellow idea and a pink idea. So you'll get the pink idea, which is the elderly, and you put it on the pink side, and then you'll get the yellow idea, job interviews, and you put it over on the yellow side. So this would be my diagram board. During the round, other players will have connection cards that have one phrase on it already and then a blank line, and they can fill it in. So unusually something, you'd fill it out and you'd play it, and that phrase would have to work for the two ideas. So it takes a lot of creativity. Unlike Cards Against Humanity or Apples to Apples, which just gives you the cards, you just gotta play the card. Everyone kind of knows some of the cards already if you've played Cards Against Humanity enough. With this one, it leaves it open to your imagination. That could work for some people. We really like things like that where we get to make up stuff. But for other people who are just like, you know, I don't feel like I'm funny, those types of people, they may be like, I just gotta write whatever. Like they may not enjoy it as much. So it does take creativity with this type of player-judge game.
The creativity really stands out to me in this just because with those other player-judge games, like you said, you only get one card where it's like, okay, I think I can see the connection with the topic card. All right, let me just play it. So those, and then you gotta like kind of explain yourself, you know. In this one, yeah, you can write it down and you can be creative. But yes, you're right. Sometimes you'll get those people that are like, I don't know, dog. And you're like, okay, let's run with it. That's not gonna be my favorite though.
Even with the most creative people though, sometimes the cards just don't mesh well together. When they really work well together, like the elderly and job interviews, we could probably come up with a couple funny things for that. But there were a couple that we had while we were playing. We're just like sitting there the whole round, because the round ends when all of the diagram boards have 4 cards on it. And we're all sitting, and one of them was completely blank. No one put any connection cards, and we're all just like, so, anyone got an idea? This round's over, and eventually it just comes down to dog, cat, and you just do that.
I like how this person spelled dog D-A-double-G and not D-O-G-G. It's easy to teach and quick to pick up. Yeah, you know, if you play with that group where everyone's got like that dirty sense of humor, I think this is really meant for that. You know, you try and find that little connection where everyone just laughs. You're like, ha ha ha, I can't believe he like connected those. That's so funny. Like those are, you know, the adult type sense of humor is where I have a lot of fun playing these types of games, but it can still be family friendly. You'll just have to go through some of the topics first and maybe take those out.
Yeah.
So my like is kind of my dislike too, but I'll start with the like. The like is like it lets you be more creative, that you can write and, you know, really use your imagination about, oh, okay, yeah, I'm gonna use a German Shepherd, where maybe there'll never be a card with a German Shepherd in here. Leading into my dislike, usually whenever there's dry erase markers, I feel like those just have a shelf life. Like the game itself, if I want to play this in 3 months, that might not be, like we're going to sit here and we're going to start writing, like, is anyone's marker working? And then we got to like share it and stuff. That's kind of my usually, whenever I see dry erase, I'm like, okay.
I like that it's different from other player-judge games because you have the diagram board and you have the cards, but at the same time, it's not as easy to take around as the other games. Yes, it's not a huge box, but it still requires everyone to have these. I guess you could just have the cards in front of you. You don't need the boards and all that. I like that it's different, but at the same time, it does make the traveling, if you're going to a party, like, oh, there's gonna be drinking, we're gonna be partying, we'll be hanging out. Do you wanna whip out a board game or do you just wanna whip out some cards? So I like it, but you know, that's why I also don't like it.
Yeah, you remember our earlier game nights when my sister would bring over Cards Against Humanity? She'd have like a whole travel, like just all the decks in there. It's like, wow, that is a lot of Cards Against Humanity cards. So overall, in terms of party games, I really like this game because it's just, like you said, that new take on there's just player judge, or it's something different, because we've really outplayed Cards Against Humanity, and I really like that. It's like one of the pioneers of this whole player judge or party games. I'll probably give this one, as far as party games go, a 7.
Overall, in terms of party games, I like this game. I don't like it as much as Cards Against Humanity. It just takes a little bit more setup and things like that, and I feel like it takes a little bit more imagination. I do enjoy the game, so overall, I'm going to give it a 6. That was our review of Venns with Benefits.
What'd you think? Does your game night diagram include you in this game? Let us know in the comments below.
Once again, we'd like to thank Very Special Games for sending us a copy so that we could do this review video. If you'd like to find out more information or buy a copy, check out the link in our description below. And if you're enjoying our content, please like this video and subscribe to our channel.
Until next time, I'm Lee.
And I'm Kenny. And go party like a board gamer.